You're looking at a daily chart of the Nasdaq. This is my daily review. Everybody's a little cautious here ahead of the Fed meeting this week, and if they're going to raise interest rates or not. So a little bit of caution is prudent, although the Nasdaq continues to trend higher. You can see here as I track the price, you can see the 10 and then the 21 and the 50 and the 200 are stacked, okay, and trending in the right direction. You can see how long, if I go to the weekly, this thing traded down from 16,212 to 10,088. This is November of 2021 to October 13th, 2022. It's trying to form a little bottom here, retested here on the weekly, and now it's traded through its 200 simple moving average. I don't know for how long we were waiting for this thing to trade through its 200. And I know the longs wanted to just blast through and go straight back to 16,000. That's not reality. This 200 simple moving average is providing some resistance, though the 50 has traded through the 200. And you can see this is clearly in an uptrend here on the Nasdaq. And that's the area where I'm interested. Obviously, if the Nasdaq's trading higher, those mega cap tech stocks are probably leading, and here is Apple today up another 1.5%. And once again, this thing is trading above its 10 and its 21, and Apple just looks strong. One of the other stocks here, one of the mega cap tech stocks, pulled back today. Microsoft looked like it might be forming this little stage one base here, maybe handle out. But anyway, I'm keeping my eye on Microsoft. Tesla was rejected near its 200. Didn't like that 200 number, but it's not selling off. It's just kind of holding above the 50. That looks pretty good to me. Holding its gains. It had it doubled from January to February 2nd. So yeah, for it to digest those gains, that looks healthy to me. And NVIDIA, I know some people were talking about an island top here on Friday, but you got to look at the weeklies on these things. And this to me is just like it's trending higher. Sure, it corrected, sold off, formed this little base, and now it's trending higher. All moving averages are trending higher, and it's doing nothing wrong. They have I guess, an investor day tomorrow. Jensen Huang, the CEO, will be speaking. So look for some more news out of NVIDIA. Anyway, the semiconductor is obviously the place to be. They're showing a ton of strength. This is ACLS, and it's getting support here at its 10 EMA today and popped 2.5%. Nothing wrong with that. ALGM is another one on our leading stock list. Pretty similar pattern here. Support at the 10 EMA up 3.2% today. Not too bad. LSCC, I don't think it made another high. No, it didn't, but it found support at the 10 and bounced nearly 3%. Pretty good on a day where everybody's really cautious ahead of the Fed. Global Foundries, another one. It was on our watch list here, and it's kind of marking time here. It looks pretty good. It's got this like base on base pattern, and as long as it's trading above its 10 EMA, that one looks solid. Almost 2.5% gain today, so not bad. Applied Materials, another one that's been on our watch list because of this base here. Had an early buy point, then it went up to 124. Now it's forming this little flat base pattern, and that one looks pretty good too. Applied Materials. All right, that's enough for the semis. I can go on and on with those, but I'm not going to. I lied. I want to show pi. This one is trading a little wide and loose, but you can see this broke out of this pattern here. And since then, it made this nice move, had a strong earnings report, and was kind of muted response. And now it's just kind of trading sideways here. But definitely, near an actionable area, up nearly 6% today. So definitely one to watch. Anyway, I'm going to go on to the medical product stocks. Transmedics Group. This one sold off with the market. Everybody's scared about the banks imploding, but this one is holding up well. Got support at the 21. I like this one here. Also is LNTH. You look at the weekly here. This one just powered higher in 2022. Now it just formed a base. They're not going to go up forever. So it formed this base here, and it's pushing away from the base here slowly but surely. Kind of like that one. DXCM. Yeah, just trading tight within a base here. That one looks good as well. Retail, I got to go to Crocs here. I went to spring training. All the little league kids were wearing Crocs, adults wearing Crocs. Unbelievable. It got rejected at its 50 today on a lighter volume. So maybe it'll form a double bottom here, whatever, marking time until the next earnings report. I'm pretty confident that they're having a good quarter, though. Elf is another one. Sold off below the 200. It's really just forming a shelf here. This one is got a definite pattern here of just gapping up after earnings reports, and then just kind of trading sideways. You know, did it here. Come on. Did it here. And did it here. Did it here. So, and now it's just, you know, holding its gains, which is really nice. Digesting Wingstop, another retail here in the food space. This one was on our watch list, just blasted higher. It's a little extended now, but still a strong stock and one that I really like, 4.7% above its 10 EMA. Nothing wrong with the wing. And I saw Texas Roadhouse there in Phoenix, man, they were packed. People are eating out. Anyway, Texas Roadhouse and Wing both look good here. It's pushing away from its base. The drug stocks, I thought the drug stocks would have a great year. I know it's still the first quarter. NVO traded below its 50, then blasted above it here today. And now it's 2.5% above the 50 and still near a buy point in this consolidation pattern. AMLX, they reported really strong sales for their Lou Gehrig's drug ALS. And it just traded down to its 200 and found support. This is, you know, a little longer term. I think this is going to have a pretty good year based on how they launched their drug and their sales. But XBI is one that I thought would do something, and it's not doing anything here. Just look on the weekly here, the big sell-off and then the correction, and it just fell out of bed, obviously, with the banks imploding. But yeah, that one's disappointing me. Anyway, let's move on. Just a couple of leaders I want to look at. There's Arrested Networks. This was on our watch list here. Just had this cup with handle pattern traded back to its 21 and blasted higher. It's making a new high every day. SMCI trading a little wide and loose here. You can see how tight it traded last summer and up until this point. And then now it's getting a little shakier, a little wider and looser. Like to see it blast through 100. It's definitely having trouble with that Livermore ghost of the 100 number. And Palo Alto Networks. I love this one on the weekly. You can see the consolidation pattern, and now it's just trading, you know, back, you know, in lighter volume here to its moving averages. This is a real bullish wedge here. Got support at the 21. Anyway, that's it for me today. Caution ahead of the Fed, but we never give up.